lit my lampe berger a few times so that way the house at least smelled good, because I'm telling you, a week of sun beating on your house that's full of water in the basement and the mildew and the mold that's growing, plus 14 people in a house that have not bathed like appropriately for a week, plus all the laundry, plus all the dishes, right? Plus all plus. You're like, wow, this is getting a little much. Is the power ever going to come on? The reports you're hearing, they're telling us it could be a month. You know, you're just going through all of these things. And it was like, okay, silver lining, Lord, you have blessings every day. Where are those blessings? Let's keep focusing there. And that is true. That is what we need to do. But now, a week out, as we're getting some connectivity back and starting to see the way that people are talking about the storm and the news is reporting on the storm, I feel like it's quite different than what's actually happening here. So I will be doing an update video to add into a little bit more of there's a lot of weird talk going on in what's actually going on here. And there's a lot of conversation to be had. FEMA, Red Cross, government help, people being turned away, help being called out. Like, there's a lot of weird stuff happening, and there are reports of it everywhere. This is the most catastrophic thing to happen to this entire Southeast region ever. I mean, the devastation and the amount of life lost and property just that will never recover is immense. There are so many small businesses out here, family-owned businesses, multi-generational businesses and farms. They're destroyed. There are going to be so many people that will never be able to recover from this. I mean, I don't know how else to convey how catastrophic this event is to such a large area. From the Asheville area down to here, you know, Chimney Rock, Lake Lure, up into Boone. I mean, every town we could list off around to Spruce Pine, and some creepy stuff going on with all of that up there. You're hearing about all the stuff with eminent domain and the quartz and the lithium, and these are very real things that are happening. This is huge. And while we have so much to be thankful for, and I'm going to keep talking about it because God's blessings are everywhere, I am so thankful that our house is standing. I am so thankful now that we can at least start to assess the damage and start to try to work through it, right? At least we have that hopeful availability. We found somebody that was such a blessing and came and got us gravel so that way we can get out of our driveway. We have people coming down from Ohio to help us cut trees, people that are bringing supplies. Our home is located in a great spot that we can get supplies here and start passing them out. We're going to have to find some way to get a new barn of some sort set up. Winter is coming, right? We have very real needs and very real things now that are going to have to be addressed. But God, He always makes a way. And to see the blessing, to see the thing, again, we're going to talk more about this in a second video because it needs to be said loud and clear for everyone to hear what's actually going on. The churches, everywhere you go in every one of these towns, guess what everybody's talking about? This church has this church has this church is here, this church is doing this. People are being the church. You want to help? Find real people that you can connect with to get real help to those who need it. And that's exactly what we're doing. We're asking around, we're connecting with churches, we're helping to be a space where stuff can come, it can get offloaded, and it can go right into the hands of the people who need it. That resources can be collected and the proper things that need to be bought from local people here, right? Going to local business to say who has gravel, who does construction, who does this. Let's support you guys because this is how we rebuild. We rebuild with our own, right? We rebuild with those who can come and pour into the area. And so our day was chaotic. The week has been exhausting. We are all so tired. All of us feel like we have really bad colds, and none of us have colds. We're just exhausted. We're just worn down. We're all waking up with the sun. We are all barely keeping our eyes open as the sun goes down. We are spending all day gathering water, gathering sticks, cutting wood, boiling water, hand washing, everything we can possibly hand wash, just trying to go out and find gas or water or food is this, long and arduous process because you're having to hunt around for it. It's very difficult to just get from place to place. It's getting better as time goes on, but it's so much. And then the little reports you do see, the things you hear from neighbors and from friends, understanding the depth of destruction around us, now starting to see a little bit of footage from others. This is insane. Seeing people that have gone through things like Katrina and more, right? People talking about, people even here that lived there in those storms and went through that said that Katrina has nothing on what going through this was like. Hearing words like that, you're like, there's no way. I mean, Katrina was the biggest deal. And then finding out that people haven't even heard about this. They don't even know what's going on. The way the news is talking about stuff, the things people are saying, and you're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. That's not at all what's happening here. It's definitely a little concerning. That is for sure. But we'll continue to share about, yes, the reality of what is going on. Yes, how we can be the church for one another and help. And also, I think even more importantly, just the lessons that God reveals in every situation we go through. So yes, pray for everyone who's been affected by Hurricane Helene. If you want to help, you want to know more, I have links down in the description. Check all of that out. But then stay tuned, because regardless of what it is you're facing, whether you're here joining us, and if you are here and you're going through Helene, we have a link down below too for anyone who is in need of help. Let us know. Anybody who has different ways to help, there's a spot for you to leave that feedback as well. But there's so much that we all face in life. And I think how we go about it as Christians and how we live that faith out for the world to see, for our loved ones to see, for even ourselves to see, is really such an important thing to talk about. And so, we're going to keep talking about it because, right, God gets you to it, he'll get you through it. And we're all where we are for a reason and a purpose. And while the devastation is unimaginable, the response from the church right now is just huge. And we're going to keep putting it out there and keep sharing it and keep pouring into others that all might come to a saving knowledge of the Lord. All right, I got to go, guys. I love you all. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, friends. As many of you have probably heard by now all about the destruction that Hurricane Helene has brought to our home here in Western North Carolina. There's been destruction throughout Georgia, up into South Carolina, devastated all of Western North Carolina, and even up into Tennessee and parts of Virginia. This storm was catastrophic to our area. Towns around us that we've loved don't exist anymore. Our own property took a lot of damage, and there is so much to be done to help these sleepy little mountain towns even begin to recover from something that was so unbelievably unexpected. Well, we have shared about what has happened to our family. We've also shared about the efforts that we have been gathering to try to help those that need it the most. And if you are looking for any way that you can help real people affected by these storms, especially in a time where not only was it so dangerous, so damaging, but we've also had the smallest response from any sort of government organization out there. The only real help that is actually happening here in the area has come from the community, has come from the citizens here, has come from our churches and local groups. And I think that is something that is so beautiful when we have an opportunity to truly live out our faith, to be the church and to pour into those who need it most. And so again, if you're looking for any way that you can help support those affected by Hurricane Helene, we have many different resources linked down in the description. We're raising funds, we are gathering resources, and if you are someone here locally in need, you can also fill out a form so that way we can start directing these supplies we're receiving to you and all the families that need so much after this devastation has come through and wiped out so many homes, so many towns, and so many lives. Thank you all. We appreciate your prayers, your love, and support. Again, check out all of those donation options down below. Please share with businesses, with churches, with groups and communities. This cleanup process, this recovery process is going to be a very long road ahead. And so keep sharing, keep spreading the word, and thank you so much for all the prayer and love and encouragement as our family and our community here of Heavenly Minded Home does all that we can to invest in others.